Hey friends, happy Wednesday. Thanks for joining us for this 13 Plus FastCast. I'm Anna Orsini.
And I'm Carson Courier. We hope you're all having a great day so far, but we do want to get straight to some late breaking news that happened overnight. Right now, Pima County Sheriff's deputies investigating a deadly shooting. This investigation forced Banner University Medical Center South into a lockdown overnight. Now this morning, that lockdown has been lifted.
You're taking a look at video of the scene this morning. There's still a lot of questions right now about how this all started, but what we can tell you, one person is dead this morning. PCSD tells us the shooting did not happen at the hospital. They would not give us the exact location. We're told that the man who was shot died at the hospital. His car was found in the parking lot, which was taped off by investigators. We're told the suspect has been detained. Deputies are not searching for anyone else in this case. We are waiting for an update. They said that they would be sending us some more information on what exactly happened this morning. So once we get that in, we'll be sure to update you on air and online about that. So just keep an eye on our mobile app. We'll send out a push alert as soon as we get more information, but obviously a big story that people are following today, and we'll get you the very latest as soon as we learn it. Another big story today is if you have been outside, it's a lot cooler, more clouds.
It's great.
Yes. Yeah, finally
really
seeing
nice.
what we want to see, what feels like should happen this time of the year.
Yes, absolutely. And even some rain in the forecast tonight and for the next couple of days, in fact, and even maybe raining on Saturday. Well, and if you're a cyclist, that's not what you want to hear, right? Because we have El Tour this weekend.
If you're Carson Courier at a football game,
I
that's
know,
not what
right,
you want to hear.
Having a great time at a tailgate. I will still be there in a rain jacket.
Yeah.
But the good thing is that it's not like going to be a soaker. We're not expecting anything like that. Maybe just
we're
some
good.
Cool
drizzle.
you off a little bit.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So, just plan accordingly. That's all I'm going to say. And the good news is more so at night, everything should be pretty calm. But this is the trough, in fact, that's been rotating in the Pacific. That's what we've been tracking for the last 5 days or so. Now, right now, we are picking up that cloud coverage, though, on our radar. We're not tracking any rain at the moment, but fast forwarding to literally the upcoming hours. So the overnights, when you're sleeping, you might be hearing a little pitter-patter on your windows as you're trying to get some snooze in. Or maybe you're a late night owl or early morning riser, you might even pick it up. And then once again, same thing on Friday overnight, even around that midnight hour. That's what this is indicating. However, the daytime on Saturday, again, overnights though, and then heading into that daytime hour. So we are seeing it before that 6 o'clock time frame. So if you do have some outdoor plans, just saying plan accordingly, that's all. But the good news is we're not expecting any type of soaker by any means, but our European model is saying we could get about 20 hundredths of an inch, which actually increased yesterday. It was indicating 8 hundredths of an inch, so we are definitely seeing more, especially if you are in the Phoenix area, close to that inch mark for our friends up there. And speaking of El Tour and things to do this weekend, by 7 o'clock in the morning, 57 degrees, so jackets are a must, but we will see that 30% chance for rain, and more so that early morning hours to the later on in the day. But then as we do get into the afternoon, 76 degrees and a 20% chance for rain. So why is all this happening? Well, we have different weather systems passing through, causes those breezy conditions. Days ago, we had that trough. That's really what's cooling us down, bringing us those gusty winds. But fast forwarding all the way to next week, we have that ginormous ridge of high pressure. That's that orange that you see there, digging deep, and that's what's going to bring us those warmer conditions once again. I know we're peeking out to a week ahead, and a lot can change, obviously, but just giving you a heads up. It's popping up on our radar, so I want to put it on yours. Taking a live look right now to the northeast, the west, and the south, those clouds, definitely seeing that. Not so much in the north, however, especially in the south. Live look here on Tumamoc Hill. I will say the last couple of days, folks have been taking advantage of our cooler temperatures. And why can you not? 74 degrees in Tucson right now. 63 in Safford, 64 in Sierra Vista, 74 in Marana, 66 for Benson, and 62 degrees for our friends in Bisbee. Today's forecast, very similar to what we saw yesterday, just adding a couple more clouds and maybe a degree or two, and that's pretty much about it. 85 degrees for Tucson today, 76 in Sierra Vista, 81 for Nogales, 77 for our friends in Douglas. Your 7-day forecast includes the 70s, except for today. 85 today, the 70s for your Thursday. Those are going to continue, and we're going to continue to drop even at night. So just giving you a heads up there, 60 degrees tonight. That cloud coverage is really what's going to keep us warmer. Kind of serves as a little bit of a blanket, so to speak, but then we'll see those mostly clear conditions later on heading into the weekend. That's why we see that temperature drop really from 60 degrees all the way to 46 Sunday evening, but we'll see sunshine along with the mix, but those temperatures feeling very much like fall.
And the hottest day is today, so
yeah.
I love that. Looks really good.
All downhill from here.
Hey,
Or-
that
I guess you could say uphill.
The right kind of downhill.
Right. Yeah.
Temperature is going downhill.
Yeah, this is great. And it's not like a major roller coaster ride or a major drop or anything like that.
It's just like slowly but surely going down a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Just wait till you put your heaters on. You know, you don't have to do that yet.
Oh, I don't know. It's cold. Like overnight when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, ooh, a little chilly. But I like
Like my dad would say, put a hoodie on it.
Right. I mean, I feel like that's
I know
every
I do
dad.
that.
You don't mess with the thermostat. He's like,
Right.
I don't care if you're
Yes.
freezing. You have blankets. You got a jacket.
See, that's me at home. I've become my father.
Yeah. Well, because
touch it.
you pay your electric bills now,
Right.
so you
Yeah,
know
I'm
you're
like,
like,
oh,
this is
boy.
kind of expensive.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Yep.
Thank you,
Of
Allie.
course.
And happening now here at home, a push to get more students interested in construction and trades. Take a look at this. You can see the number of people in construction. It's stayed relatively the same for quite some time now, but leaders say that they want that number to go up, which is why they are getting ready to hold the annual Southern Arizona Career Days at Keno Sports Complex.
We're told there will be over 100 different companies attending the two-day event. Students will have the chance to use heavy equipment like excavators and truck simulators. They will also be able to lay brick and make asphalt and even ride in the bucket truck up to 50 feet in the air. Organizers say every year there is more interest from students and schools. In fact, they tell us students are coming from as far as Nogales and Globe, which is a good sign for the trade industry.
What I always like to say is here we are, what I call planting the seed for students to understand what it takes to get a great career in construction. You don't have to go through college. You don't even have to go through community college. You can come right out of high school and get a good career. Or you can go higher education and get an engineering degree and go further.
More than 4,000 students are expected to attend. Things got started there at 8 this morning, but they will run until about 3 both today and tomorrow. If you know somebody who might be interested, we have more information up right now on how they can get involved on our website.
And right now, the Rio Nuevo board is working to make downtown Tucson more inviting and also safer for visitors. One of the ways they're doing this is through increasing the police presence downtown. Right now, they usually have about 4 officers there between 7 a.m. and 10:30 p.m., but they are now extending those hours to go possibly as late as 3 a.m., so when the bars close. Business owners in the area say that it has actually made a big difference for them over the past 6 months.
I think it's a great move. The presence of police, especially if it's publicized, is going to put a great kind of preventative effect on what's going on down here, as well as being there to catch and help with whatever's going on at 2 in the morning, which isn't always good.
He says that the effort has reduced crime and the number of people sleeping out in the open. On top of that, he says it's gone a long way in establishing trust between the community and also between local law enforcement, just with business owners out there. Now, a story that we have been following over the last few days for you is the Arizona soldier, the remains of that soldier now back in the United States.
Yeah, that's right. Army Sergeant Andrew Southard and 4 others died in a helicopter crash over the weekend. It happened while they were refueling during a training exercise in the Mediterranean Sea. Sergeant Southard was from Apache Junction. He enlisted in 2015 as a military chopper repairer and served as a crew chief. Listen to his own words about how proud he was to serve.
I really enjoy my job. I'm really looking forward to deploying. Looking forward to the experience. I'm really glad and fortunate to be able to get this experience.
Now, Southard's commander says the soldiers who died were among the country's finest. Investigators this morning are still working to learn more about that crash. And something that we're keeping a close eye on here today, President Biden will meet face-to-face with China's president for the first time in a year.
The meeting is an effort to help smooth tensions between the U.S. and China. The two have a list of issues to bring up, including climate change, drug trafficking, and the wars in both Israel and Ukraine. The White House says the goal is to find some common ground. The two countries wide apart on a list of issues, including the war in Ukraine. China is aligned with Russia and the U.S. backing Ukraine. The meeting is scheduled for about 40 minutes from now in San Francisco. We'll let you know what comes out of it and what we hear from President Biden later today. Make sure to tune in to our 2:30 FastCast for the latest on that.
We know it's been a heavy news morning, so we kind of want to switch it up, go through some of the trending stories today.
Yeah.
Both of these kind of disgusting in their own right. The first one is something we've been talking about all day, something I would not do for all the money in the world. A company in North Carolina is paying homeowners, or one, I guess, lucky homeowner, if you want to call yourself that. They're paying a homeowner to let them voluntarily infest your house with cockroaches.
Let's just take a moment. Look at this here on the big screen.
Those could be your new
Soak
roommates.
it all in.
How about that?
For 30 days.
30
I wouldn't
days.
even do it for one day.
No, I wouldn't either, but I mean, hopefully somebody does, because the whole point of this is they're testing out a new pest control method. So they want to see if it works. So they said, you know, we drop these guys in there for 30 days, see if the pest control method does work, and if it doesn't, after the 30 days, then they'll use like the traditional methods to eliminate the roaches.
But it's in your own home.
Yeah.
And you only get $2,500.
And that's not a day. That's for the whole month. And you don't get to stay in a hotel. You will have to live in your house.
Yeah, let me tell you. So I found one cockroach in my kitchen. I went to my fridge in the middle of the night to grab a bottle of water. I saw it scurry under my stove.
And they're fast. That's the thing. They move so quickly.
I
Was
caused
ready-
havoc.
ready to
I
just-
woke up my husband. I called the apartment the very next day. I'm like, you need to be in here. You need to figure out where this came from. They
Right.
sprayed the whole thing. They only found one. I'm still alive. And I would never.
She survived.
I'm here to
Person's
talk
so
about
brave.
it.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Hopefully somebody does, though. So if that person is you, and you would like to do that,
We have a lot to talk about if
you
that
have
person's
just,
you.
until
Yeah.
December 31st. You can apply on the company's website, and if you go to our website, you just scroll down. It shows you the direct
Right there.
link. So yeah, head on over
Disgusting.
if you'd like to be that person. Another story a lot of people are talking about. It's interesting to be talking about the Chiefs and not be talking about Travis
Kelce.
Kelce and Taylor Swift, but some other news from the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes says that he wears the same underwear throughout the season, and he only washes them if they lose.
Oh,
So that's
I
the
didn't
thing.
know that detail.
Yeah, so that's the thing. That's the catch to it. So it's sweet because he did say that
Okay.
his wife Brittany got them for him before his first season. He's worn them every game since. But so we all know they've won the Super Bowl twice. So back-to-back games, if they're
Yeah.
winning, he's not washing the things. He's just throwing them back on. You have a husband who played football at the U of A.
I want to see.
Is that normal? Like, just walk me through that.
So he had the same gloves that
Yeah.
he wore every game.
I feel like that's way more normal.
Yeah, because I would assume that those underwear have holes. They smell real funky.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably worn down. Lots of questions here.
Lots of, but
We'll
like-
never know.
No, and
But to
whatever,
each their own.
Whatever works for you, I guess, at the end of the day. I'm not
Yeah.
a Super Bowl champion, so...
He's a Super Bowl champion.
Right.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't he like the highest paid individual in the NFL?
I mean, probably. Once you get
Fact
like past
check
like
us.
100,
I believe so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Robbie, our basically me and Carson's keeper, Robbie, who oversees all of this. He's nodding his head yes. So
He's like, yeah, so
and he's
that's
like,
correct.
Yes, girls, yes. So yeah, I mean, something's going well for him. Probably wouldn't be my superstition. Like if I have a good newscast.
Why
I'm not
didn't
like,
Brittany say, honey, here's some socks?
Because she's probably like, do whatever you want. I mean, that's the
I
thing,
know.
though. I mean, even like my parents, like sometimes my mom's just like, you just gotta let him go. You're married now. You just kind of like, whatever. However the
animals.
man's brain works.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's fascinating.
Interesting.
Which one would you prefer? Living in the house with the husband who doesn't wash the game day boxers, or living in the house with the roaches for 30 days?
The game day boxers.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, to each their own.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can go look at that story up on our website too.
Here it
but
is.
Equally
It-
kind of
it's-
gross.
Oh, he's confirmed the rumor. I was going to say, wait, it's only a rumor. Okay.
But how do people know about this? Is what I want to know.
Because probably all the guys in the locker room know about it.
Nobody's
They're like,
safe in the
nobody
locker
go
room.
buy
Nobody.
Pat.
Yeah. They're like, nobody has to borrow anything from Pat.
No.
You don't know if it's being washed.
Too
Well,
funny.
taking a live look outside today, finally seeing those clouds moving in, hopefully bringing a little bit of rain with them. 85 degrees today, and then from there, 79, 77, 72. So temperatures looking good heading into the end of your week.
We love it. Fingers crossed. Some of you guys, I mean, I hope I get a little bit of rain at my house.
Me too.
Here. We shall see. But thank you all so much for watching this 13 Plus FastCast. Tune in at 2:30 for more news and weather. Have a great day.